The administration turned a blind eye to your analysis.
I don't know if they turned a blind eye. I think it was a decision. I think it was a willful decision.
We have gone full circle from opposing Al-Qaeda, which sent 3,000 Americans to a flaming death on 9/11, complete circle to where we now supply them, we arm them, we finance them, and it's all coming with the approval of the highest authorities in the United States government. There are no moderate rebels. The notion is a fantasy. They do not exist. And yet, I think yesterday, Secretary Kerry was out there saying, well, we've got to help the moderate rebels. The moderate rebels are Al-Qaeda, who flew the jets into the Twin Towers, and today, these are the moderates.
Right. We have been fighting alongside Al-Qaeda, fighting alongside ISIS. ISIS is now emboldened in 2 countries. But here's the anomaly. We're with ISIS in Syria. We're on the same side of the war.
They already reject ISIL. Do you know any major Arab ally that embraces ISIL?
I know major Arab allies who fund them.
You're not going to deal effectively with this threat unless you understand what the source of it is. It's not just the zealousness of radical Islam. It's fed and fueled by the geostrategic ambitions of powers in the region.
In which Saudi Arabia, Qatar, other Gulf states, Turkey, Jordan, ourselves, Britain, France, all fund, train, support, and ultimately are responsible for these monsters running around in their latest branded name, ISIS, which I will repeat a 3rd time stands for Israeli Secret Intelligence Service.
Psycho girl Ayala Chaked uses terrorism in the Middle East to justify the ongoing occupation of the Palestinians, even though Israel is treating ISIS at its hospitals. Israel started the wars in Iraq and Syria and made it what it is today.
President Obama says he can't see how Israel survives as a democracy without a peace deal, and also says the window is closing on that 2-state solution. You're in New York, you've been at the UN. What's your response to President Obama when he says that to Israeli ministers?
Look, the problem in the Middle East is not the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Right now, I think the status quo is the best option for everyone.
Keeping the occupation going is the best option for the Palestinians.
It's not occupation, by the way. Judea and Samaria is a territory under dispute. We can talk about it. In Area C, for example, there are 400,000 Jews and 90,000 Arabs. A visible solution is that Israel will annex this area, and Area A and B in the far future will be part of confederation with Jordan.
But they don't want to be part of a confederation with Jordan. They want to
we need to understand what's going on in the Middle East today. The national state, as we know them from Sykes-Picot Agreement, are collapsing. Syria, as we know, is no longer exist. ISIS taking over territories in Iraq, in Syria. From every territory that the West has been withdrawn, Islamic terror, it is, because we tried it once in Gaza.
So
and
you
we
want to rule over
terror.
the Palestinians forever?
We tried it once in Gaza. I'm not going to try it again.
So you want to rule over them forever?
You should see what happened around us in the Middle East.
No. Hey, Satan. You want to get out of here?